Black art drives so much culture around the world, whether that's acknowledged or not. For our 24-25 season, the focus is on cross-country connections and bringing forward the visions of artists from across the country here to Toronto. We have Shayna Jones coming from BC with Black and Rural. This is a spoken word, movement, and music theater piece that speaks to what matters to Black lives in rural Canada. For 3 nights at Tarragon Theatre, we all have our stories in us. It's already there. How do we bring it out? The embodied movement, embodied storytelling. But we're going to have a community learning event at Adinkra Farm, which is an Afrocentric farm in Ontario. Dance and theater artists will be brought together to learn not only from Shayna, but we're partnering with Be Current for the first time. Marcel, the artistic director at Be Current, is going to be giving a workshop on bringing your story out. Shane is going to be telling us about how to bring our stories out, connecting with nature. And we'll also have Jazz Fairy J Simone teaching us how to bring our stories out through movement. So we're bringing together theater, dance, spoken word, not just on the stage, but then in a learning opportunity for artists to grow their craft. We also have Rhodnie Désir coming with Boat Trail Retrospect. Rhodnie has traveled to several nations and communities around the world to gather their stories, embodying the stories of African diasporic peoples and bringing it to us. African diasporic work is not dance separate from theater, separate from music. We are partnering with Tarragon Theatre. We are bringing the DTM Creation Lab, workshops, and a residency with mentorship for artists to learn about working with musicians, about dramaturgy, about choreographic development, and we're going to be bringing dance and theater artists together. Thrive is a digital mentorship module. It's a video series by Black Canadian dance artists based here in Toronto that everyone can access. It's providing mentorship, advice, insights for emerging dance artists. One of Dance Immersion's key program elements that stopped with the pandemic was our showcase. Showcase was always one of my favorite Dance Immersion events to attend over the years. It showcases the work of multiple artists on one stage, bringing us brief works from all different forms, all different styles, all different stories. So now, for the first time since the pandemic, the 24-25 season, we're bringing back the National Showcase of Canadian Blacks in Dance. So excited about this. We have artists from Vancouver, Calgary, Ottawa, Toronto, and Montreal presenting work on this stage. We are working to bring Ali Keita here from Montreal. He'll be showing a work in progress that brings a very specific African Ghanaian story to us. Ali will talk to us about his process, but also give us a workshop on physically connecting with African drum, specifically from Guinea. How to do that more deeply. One of the frustrations that Dance Immersion and pretty much all African diasporic dance artists have had in this country is this belief that what we're doing is not contemporary, because contemporary dance somehow is one type of dance that took that word. So everything else then, what does that mean? It means it's not contemporary, which is patently false. I mean, if you just take street dances from US, Canada, Africa, Asia, anywhere, there's nothing more contemporary than that. Everything is being developed and created in the moment. Character, theater is embedded, embodied in this live creation. There's nothing more contemporary than that. The DJs, the musicians are create their conversation, call and response back and forth in the moment. Nothing more contemporary than that. But you also take, let's say, Mozambican dance, and, you might say that that's what we're presenting, and many folks will think, oh, we're coming to see some ancient traditional dance. What you're seeing across the African diaspora is a different sense of time. So the word contemporary really butts up against us when a whole dance form tries to take it for itself. Past, present, and future, it's not this linear line. We're going back and forth. So if we say we're presenting a piece based in Mozambican dance, the artists are bringing the past through their ancestors, through their training, through their cultural knowledge, but creating something in this moment, contemporary, unless they say, I'm directly showing you this traditional dance. It is not traditional. If they didn't say that, it's contemporary. They're using their foundation, their cultural foundation, their ancestral foundation as a base. And they're creating this current, in the moment, contemporary work that pulls in all of their influences, including their Canadian influences and what's happening in society today. And they're putting it on stage so that the future can be impacted in a positive way and that the stories can continue. And they're saying it in their own individual voices. So this dance immersion presents traditional, no, it's contemporary unless otherwise stated. It's almost always contemporary. So all along these themes of dance, theater, music together. You get to see the shows, be entertained, be enlightened, learn, be moved. You get to take workshops, you get to do residencies, develop your work, and of course the general public benefits in the meantime from seeing the work, but then in future what these artists who are learning more are going to bring to them as well.